Are you a Bangladeshi citizen planning to come to Indonesia? These are the things you should know before you apply for your visa. Hi everyone, it's me again, Diva. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before that, I would also like to say thank you to many of you who have been reaching out to our consultation service. In case you need that, you can contact us here. I've been hearing a lot lately that many foreign nationals, especially Bangladeshi, they have been having this problem when they're trying to apply for Indonesian visa. Okay, so first, I actually found out about all of this when one of my clients contacted me. At that time, she contacted me that I forgot, was it her husband, Bangladeshi husband or boyfriend, that he wants to come to Indonesia. But the thing is, they have been trying to apply for Indonesian visa through agent. But the problem is, even agent rejected their request because the agent said that immigration has been rejecting lots of Bangladeshi visa applications lately. This person, she contacted me confirming whether or not this is true. And at that time, I tried a lot to look at official statements from immigration or maybe official articles because I do not want to, generally, I do not want to take any information unless it's from the official sources. But I couldn't find any. And then I decided to contact immigration for further information. I'll show you guys the chat here on the screen. This was from December 22nd, 2025. Basically, they told me that people could still apply normally through the immigration website like usual. So I asked them again just to make sure. So there's no ban for Bangladeshi nationals, and they replied correct. But the thing is, I kept hearing about this issue from more clients after this case, and also from people from different Facebook communities. Now, first, let's talk about the cases or what people are facing. Now, I want to show you guys some of the things people have been experiencing regarding this. I found these postings from public Facebook group. Even if you're not a member of the group, but you search about this matter, these postings will come in your Google search. So these are not private postings, by the way, okay? Just disclaimer. Of course, I cannot list all the problems people are facing regarding this thing, but yeah, I'll just show you some. Like this, for example, on April 18, 2025. Someone asked, "Hi guys, I applied for Indonesian C1 visa on 8th of April. Still stuck on waiting verification. Responses from immigration and team have been generic, asking to wait and check from time to time. Any idea how long it actually takes? Also, my application for C1 is with a guarantor as Bangladeshi citizen cannot apply without a local guarantor. Please advise." So based on this posting, we can see that this person had already been waiting for 7 working days, not including weekends and public holidays, by the way, and still hadn't received any updates, right? Because the application was still under verification. But in my opinion, this was still somewhat within a normal waiting period for you to wait around 7 working days or 1 week. Because usually in the best case scenario, the process takes around 4 to 5 business days or working days. This was longer than usual, right? But not extremely far off yet. But we'll look at some other cases now. Another case was posted on May 12, 2025. So this person said that I applied for my C1 e-visa through a guarantor on April 21st. According to the official website, we were supposed to receive a response within 5 business days. But it's been almost 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. I emailed them and they took my details, but I haven't heard anything since. For context, I'm a Bangladeshi passport holder. Any guidance or suggestions? See guys, this person had been waiting for 3 weeks, which is honestly pretty long and pretty concerning. From these cases, we can kind of see the pattern here that Bangladeshi passport holders have been facing issues with their visa applications, right? Now let's look at another post from January 6, 2026. I want to ask whether it's true that Bangladeshi nationals visit Indonesia is very difficult. Please help and please answer the question. And some people answer to this post with very, very difficult. Yes, it will be hard. So yeah, this issue is pretty well known among the community. Okay, these are the cases that I found. But I also found other cases that also gave us some more additional information. October 21st, 2025. Someone posted, that this person seeking a reliable guarantor who can apply for Indonesian visa. Note that I'm a Bangladeshi passport holder currently living in. Please note that I'm seeking how to process for a tourist visa for my specific case. Someone replied like this: please don't go through a guarantor. I was supposed to be in Bali as we speak, but my visa never came through. Lodged my C1 through a guarantor and it has been 20 days today. Emailed Imigrasi, spoke to them through Instagram, nothing budged. Best, underline this guys, best is to show up at the Perth consulate with all your documents. They are the only ones in Australia that can issue you a sticker visa. So from this post, we can see some new information, right? There's the suggestion that it might be better for you to apply through the Indonesian embassy or consulate in your current country, so you can get a regular sticker visa. So instead of going through the online application immigration system, go with offline application. So you go to Indonesian consulate in your country. This kind of information can also be found in another post, by the way, February 19, 2026. This person also said similar things, and someone replied to this person's posting. There is a separate procedure for Bangladeshi citizens applying for tourist visas. You cannot apply for an e-visa. According to this person, you cannot apply for an e-visa. The Indonesian embassy in Dhaka has the link on the website. Another person also replied, you must apply at Embassy Indonesia in Bangladesh. So it's clear, yeah, guys. It's really suggested that you go to the embassy or Indonesian consulate. But according to someone, it also kind of takes time. There's this person posting on January 14, 2026. And then there's someone replying down here. So you applied from Dhaka Embassy, right? But Dhaka Embassy also hold 3 months to give result, according to this person. But of course, I cannot personally confirm that. It's always best for you to double check directly with your Indonesian embassy or consulate. So at this point, I started wondering, is this issue only limited to C1 visa application or other types of Indonesian visas as well, like other indexes? So I did a bit more research, and from what I've seen so far, it doesn't seem to be limited to just C1 visas, guys. If any of you have more information regarding this, please feel free to leave some comments down below. Let's check together. There's this posting from February 7, 2026. This person basically struggled in applying for student visa. So it's not C1 visa, it's a student visa, but this person's still struggling. University has applied for her visa as a guarantor in December 9. Until now, the visa status showing waiting verification. Almost 2 months. Look at this, guys. Like, this person have been waiting for more than 1 month. It's almost 2 months. And someone replied, because immigration are not processing visa applications from Bangladeshi citizens. That's been the case for several months now. Anyway, the university should be chasing this up as they applied for the visa. And this person replied, yes, but status still the same, still waiting verification. Another case I found was someone applying for E31A visa, which is spouse visa, basically Indonesian spouse visa. This person said that it's been more than 14 days and it's still on waiting verification. And it's clear that there are these obstacles faced by Bangladeshi citizens, but I also found those who made it, guys. Like this person who shared their story on April 9, 2026. This person said, my wife applied for my C1 e-visa, and this person applied through e-visa, right? It was not even through Indonesian embassy. I have a Bangladeshi passport, my wife is Indonesian, we both live in Germany, and last time I applied through the Indonesian consulate in Frankfurt and got my visa in 5 days. This time we wanted to try the e-visa, but I'm not sure if it'll work. Any advice? From this person's story, previously he applied through the embassy and it took him only 5 days. Other people's experiences, it took them months, right? Previously we talked about this. So basically what I want to highlight here, the timing can be very different, case by case, person to person. Okay, let's continue. Someone replied, Bangladeshi are on hold and not being processed. I doubt the Indonesian embassy could even assist you. And then he updated under his post. He said like this, update, e-visa approved. So his e-visa application was approved, even though he held Bangladeshi passport. My wife submitted my e-visa application on March 16. On April 16, immigration requested a return ticket and proof of our relationship. I uploaded our apostilled marriage certificate and the return ticket the same day. My e-visa was approved on April 20. So in this case, this person eventually got his Indonesian visa after waiting around 1 month. We can't really say that every application will definitely be denied, be rejected, although we can see that most of them need to wait longer than other people. So what is actually happening, guys? So to help answer all these questions and clear up some confusions, I tried looking for more articles and information that could at least give us a better understanding of this situation. Because honestly, I don't want to give information based only assumptions or without any sources. First, let's check this article from Flado. Flado is an Indonesian visa agency. As of 11th November 2025, the Directorate General of Immigration of Indonesia has implemented a temporary immigration hold affecting visa applications from 4 nationalities: Sri Lanka, Sudan, Bangladesh, and Palestine. This hold applies across all visa categories processed through the centralized Indonesian electronic visa system, e-visa, including applications submitted through licensed visa agencies such as Flado, as well as those submitted directly through Indonesian embassies abroad. Under this hold, all newly submitted and paid visa applications from these nationalities automatically remain in verification status without progressing to the document review or approval stages. These applications are not rejected. However, immigration authorities have paused processing until further notice. No estimated timeline for the resumption of a normal processing has been provided by immigration officials. Another explanation can be found too from this article that I found, guys, from the Diplomat website. And from this article, we got more of a political point of view. So, following the historic July 2024 uprising and the dramatic fall of the Sheikh Hasina regime, a new chapter of political hope appeared to have dawned in Bangladesh. The Yunus-led interim government presented itself as a progressive alternative. Instead, a silent national crisis has begun to emerge. Thousands of people are trying to leave the country. While some are leaving the country legally, many are opting for illegal means, and that has led to the continued devaluation and global rejection of Bangladeshi passports. This has not only damaged Bangladeshi passports, but also hurt the pride of Bangladeshi citizens, from India to Indonesia, Vietnam to Thailand, even Tajikistan, which once offered e-visas within 1 hour. Governments are now making it difficult for Bangladeshis to enter foreign countries. Visa denials, delays, and bans have become the norm. Indonesia has also stopped on-arrival visas for Bangladeshis on the pretext of human trafficking. So sadly, this might be one of the reasons why these things happening. I also want to share another sources that that gives me a more technical explanation. This next article is from GoFly. The article mentioned one of the reasons your visa application to Indonesia is rejected is due to weak ties to Bangladesh. So based on this article, the Indonesian immigration officer's biggest concern is, will this person return home, right? So if you cannot demonstrate strong reasons to come back to Bangladesh, your application will likely be refused. So I think this article is pretty helpful to illustrate it further. Let's see together examples of what is it like. What's the example of strong evidence to apply for Indonesian visa? Okay, let's see together here. There's this category column, strong evidence, and then weak evidence. For employment, it will be a strong evidence if you can showcase that you have a permanent job, you have senior position, and approved leave in Bangladesh. Weak evidence would be if you're unemployed, or it's a new job, or you freelancer. In terms of business, strong evidence would be established business, ongoing contracts. Weak evidence would be no business proof. And then, well, you can check it here yourself in terms of property. If you have house in Bangladesh, or no, that would be weak evidence if you don't own property. In terms of family, also if you have family in Bangladesh, like spouse, children, parents, that would be strong evidence. Education as well, if you are currently enrolled or exam spending, but if you just graduated, that would be a weak evidence. So basically, you need to prove that you will come back to Bangladesh. Generally, these are the informations we can get from here. These are the examples of documents you can provide here. Okay, so my conclusion from all of this is, first, it does seem true that Bangladeshi nationals have been facing difficulties when trying to enter Indonesia. Second, honestly, it's very frustrating and unfortunate in my opinion, because, well, I personally wish Indonesian immigration would be more transparent about this. If there is such thing, it should be stated clearly on the website, or there's a note for Bangladeshi citizens should be blah blah blah, blah like that, right? So that those who want to apply can know what they need to prepare, or know that there is this possibility, high possibility, their application will be rejected, or they need to wait for a long time. They need to explain which countries are restricted or which types of visas are affected, right? Because right now the problem is that many Bangladeshi nationals apply Indonesian visa without knowing about these issues first. And at the end, some of them, of course, even lose money, right? Because to apply for the visa, you need to pay. Lastly, here are some of my recommendations. My suggestion: first, do proper research about the foreign national situation in the context of Indonesian immigration. If you're a foreign national or you're an Indonesian who are planning to sponsor a foreigner, make sure to research first, especially if the person comes from a country with a weaker passport. And honestly, Indonesia is kind of in the same category. We have weak passports in the eyes of global world. Sadly, that's just the bitter truth of how the world works. Not everyone got this geographical lottery where you're born, which passport you hold, right? So please do your research first carefully. Second, consult first before applying. I once had a client who complained to me that, why you didn't tell me that Bangladeshi people have this problem, Bangladeshi nationals? Meanwhile, she consulted to me after she applied visa by herself. So she should have consulted first and then apply for the visa, right? But she applied first and then consulted to me and then blamed me. Do this consultation through trusted agents. With our service, it's very light. It's still an online platform, but you can also go through services that are officially licensed too, licensed agencies. And finally, my third suggestion is for you to apply offline through the embassy. So basically, for your information, generally there are two ways to apply for Indonesian visa. Either you apply online through immigration, e-visa immigration website, or you apply offline to Indonesian embassy or consulate representation abroad in your country. When it comes to this Bangladeshi context, because we've been hearing many issues, it's better for you to apply offline. It's better for you to go directly to your Indonesian embassy and apply offline. I also found another source from a visa agency that supports this information, like this. Basically, the information says that visit visas for Bangladeshi citizens can only be applied for through the Indonesian embassy in the related country. In other words, Bangladesh nationals are reportedly restricted from applying for Indonesian visas online and instead need to apply through the Indonesian embassy to get a sticker visa or regular visa. That's all, guys, the information that I can share with you. And please feel free to update further through trusted agencies regarding your problem. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Bye bye.